Hey, I'm Conflicted, and 21 Savage just made a beautiful album experience on his new album, American Dream, which is about to accompany his movie that's on the way, which is most likely going to be beautiful. I talked about it in my other video, but in this video, I'm going to continue to talk about the future of this brand new movie, the entire album. Now I'm saying we're doing a breakdown song by song. So if you want to hear that, if you even want to listen to the album as you're going through this, bro, or if you already listened to it, we could talk about it. Now I'm saying, with that being said, though, you could honestly close your eyes and just listen to this, because I still have the stuff on screen. I still have everything you need to see on screen. But for the most part, we're gonna get pretty in depth on this video. With that being said, get your cranberry juice, get your Cheerios, and let's get into it. As you probably know by now, 21 Savage has a movie/documentary coming about his life, and it's starring Donald Glover, Caleb McLaughlin, and most likely 21 Savage himself. And it's setting to be a pretty good movie, bro. Donald Glover is known for his acting as well as his production abilities. He's pretty smart when it comes to movie and entertainment business. Know what I'm saying? Same with Stranger Things actor Caleb McLaughlin, bro. Like, he's really known for that. All these big stars are coming together for this movie, which has an amazing soundtrack, bro. An amazing soundtrack, or music inspired by, if you will. And it's his album, American Dream. And the first song on here is a kind of just an introduction, a warm-up, if you will. And it's called American Dream. It's pretty good, pretty self-explanatory. It kind of just like gives a little bit of a vibe going. You know what I'm saying? And he continues it with All of Me. We actually heard a part of this song in the movie trailer for 21 Savage's new movie. And it's pretty incredible, bro. It gets a really good vibe going. It gets kind of a little bit emotional in here. You know what I'm saying? Incredible instrumentals, which is one thing that we're going to see a lot on this album. He has crazy instrumentals. And this continues with a very exciting track, Red Rum. I think the energy on this track is definitely going to be one of the highlights of it, as well as the fact that it's probably going to be a hit, bro. A lot of these are going to be hits. People are going to be doing TikTok dances and all that stuff. And then we get to NHIE with Doja Cat. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, even if you're not a Doja Cat fan, I feel like you could appreciate the type of vibe that they have going on here. It's a pretty interesting, fun song, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty calm, a little bit of ASMR almost. And Doja Cat has a pretty good verse on here. I'm not even the biggest Doja Cat fan. I still appreciate the chemistry between her and 21 Savage on this song. And then we have Sneaky, which has some very great production. It's kind of like a bouncy type of production, and he has some pretty good lines on here, you know what I'm saying? The next song we have on here is a little bit of a lower point on the album. I feel like Young Thug could have done a little bit better. It's called Pop Your SHIT. I don't swear on this channel, bro, so you could really like play this next to your parents, and you could, you know what I'm saying, put your parents onto this YouTube channel if you didn't already. You know what I'm saying? They don't get enough love, bro. If you're like 40 years old listening to this, let me know, cause like, you know, I always wanted to have a 40-year-old listen to my podcast type of thing. That'd be pretty cool. But Young Thug didn't do as much as I wanted him to do on this track, and it wasn't horrible. It's still pretty interesting, pretty fun. But I feel like just cause how strong this track list is, it gets outshined a little bit when you have stuff like even Letter to My Brother, which is the song after that, and it was a very beautiful song. I actually teared up a little bit when I heard this. I thought it was a very beautiful song, and what better way to continue the excitement of that song than with Dangerous, which is one of Lil Durk's best features that he's ever done, in my opinion. Like, one of the greatest. Very exciting track. Lil Durk did his thing a lot. 21 Savage did his thing as he always does. 21 Savage is always consistent, which is one thing that I'm very excited about and very happy about, because 21 Savage, you know you're getting. And that continues even more with most likely going to be the biggest song on the album, Nina with Travis Scott. And this song is crazy, bro. Like, a ton of energetic type of vibes. Travis Scott gets into some crazy flows. Travis Scott a lot of times is either a hit or a miss. Like, we seen him miss on the Pink Tape. We seen him miss a couple of times. But on this track, bro, he goes actually crazy. Like, you need to listen to this for yourself to understand fully on what I mean by that. And you're probably gonna hear it on the radio, so you don't even need to really worry about that right now. And if you don't hear it now, you'll probably hear it in a very short amount of time by your grandma or your aunt, probably listening to it or something like that. But She The Real is the next song on here, which is a very bumpy type of like nice energetic dance almost vibe, which I really liked. And then we have Prove It with Summer Walker, and in my opinion, Summer Walker had a very corny verse. I didn't really like her verse that much, And yeah, I mean, it's always interesting when we have like a singer mixing with like a more rap artist, and I think that 21 Savage and her had pretty good chemistry for the most part, but I just didn't like her verse, so it's one of the weaker ones on the album in my opinion. But with that being said, one of the not weaker verses or features is the next one. We have Shoulda Wore a Bonnet, bro, with Brent Faiyaz. Brent Faiyaz and 21 Savage. I've been waiting my whole life for this. I was very excited when I first heard this track, and I'm still very excited right now about it. Brent Faiyaz's verse was crazy. Alright, I feel like he could have done a little bit more. Like, I wasn't like shocked when I heard it, but I mean, bro, you kind of got, like, I got what I expected. Like, I like really was excited when I got to hear the collaboration between Brent Faiyaz and 21 Savage. Pretty interesting chemistry. We've seen similar vibes with this with Babyface Ray on Brent Faiyaz's album. If you didn't know that, you could check that out now. It's a pretty good song. I recommend listening to it off his most recent album. But dude, this song was crazy. This song was crazy is the best way to put it. But Just Like Me is another one where you get Burna Boy, who has a pretty good feature in my opinion. I really like his feature. Some people say Burna Boy is not that good. I think it's a acquired taste maybe, but I think he does a pretty good job on here. Red Sky, in my opinion, was an incredible song, which was the next song on here actually. And it started off a little bit rocky. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know if I liked the sample that much. But when we got to the actual beat itself, the flows on here, the instruments on here, the grandness of it all, I feel like 21 Savage really did an incredible job. 21 Savage has gotten to some exciting flows on this album in general, and I think it really needs to be looked at, bro. Like, 21 Savage did his thing. And then we end this album off with Dark Days with Mariah the Scientist, or yeah, bro, it was a kind of sadder song. It was a very good way to close out this album, and probably a good way to close out the movie too. Very deep, bro. Like, it low-key was a little bit pretty deep, bro. For a 21 Savage song, it gets pretty beautiful, and I think that's something that people are going to probably appreciate a lot about this, is we're going to see a lot more of a beautiful and interesting side of 21 Savage when we get this new movie coming out. But with that being said, let me know how you guys felt about this album. Let me know how you guys felt about the movie, and let me know how you guys felt about this video, bro, because it took a lot of time thinking about how I was going to listen to this or talk about this album. I listened to it like 3 times. With that being said, I love you all very much. I'm conflicted, and I'm out. Peace.